Looking at the offense, how would you evaluate first half, second
Fought like sons of guns all game long. Second half came out, started running the ball a little bit better, which opens up the pass game as we went. But we fought the entire game. Tight fight. We got to do a better job finishing in the red zone, obviously. But you can't question the fight they had.
And then Ryan talked about how frustrated Rock was after the drop, and then to see him make the play at the end of the game. What does that say to somebody?
Yeah, I mean, that's life. That's life, and that's what we preach, man. Bad things are going to happen. These kids play football, and they don't know what's about to happen when they go out in the real world. So when you drop a pass like that, you wake up in life. You wake up the next day and go back to whatever you're doing. Okay. In the game of football, you got to play that next snap like that never happened. I had faith in him to go back to him. Seth had faith in him to go back to him. He proved us right. It's great for the kid, but that's part of the fight of playing the next snap and living the next moment of your life.
Seth, on the last drive, how close is that to Chicago Airport?
Won the game, man. Won the game. That's what it's all about, man. No, he did an unbelievable job in that last drive. He really did. Start out, we ended up getting into a 3rd and 9 situation, 3rd and 10 situation, and once we picked up that first down, he did a great job of just trusting his reads, going through his reads. They dropped back and started to drop 8 on us, and we found holes in the secondary there. He threw the great ball to Lamp across the middle, which everyone sees as a great throw. Everyone sees Rocks as a great throw. The ball he hit to Rio on, where Rio got 6 and got out of bounds, that's his 5th read. And very, very seldomly do quarterbacks make it through 5 reads. One, that's a plus to the offensive line for giving us time to get through the 5 reads. But that was his 5th read that we were able to get a positive play and get out of bounds and stop the clock, catch our breath, and then hit the next play.
What's like for you, just like we talked to them after the game, but what's going through your head when they score and the offense getting the ball back with 1:20 left?
Honestly, my first reaction was they gave us too much time. I have an unbelievable amount of faith in who we are offensively, and I got more faith in, I'm going to get yelled at for this from a lot of ex-quarterbacks, but I got more faith in Seth than I've had in any quarterback I've ever played with. So that was my first reaction. Once I saw that touchdown happen, I looked up at the clock and said they gave us too much time. And we had timeouts in our pocket, so I felt very confident.
And when you look at this, not just Seth, but the chemistry that he has with guys like Rock, who's been in the program for so long, just looking at the maturity of the roster, how much does that come to play in a moment?
Enormous. And in the day of the transfer portal, as we said from the get-go, to have guys who stayed in the program for multiple years is what that moment was made of. You get 4 new guys in, and maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe you're not that much on the same page. Maybe a new guy in the program I don't have that faith in to go back to after he drops a pass like that. Last year in the North Texas game, the same exact thing happened to Joe Skates, and he came back and caught the game winner. I have faith in Joe to do that at that point. Rock, I had nothing but faith in to come back and make a play. And sometimes, as an athlete, sometimes as a competitor, when something bad like that happens, you can tell in their tone, you can tell in their body language, you can tell in their demeanor if they want another shot or not. And I could tell Rock wanted another shot, so we gave him one. And then he proved us right.
And then when Mario Anderson went out for a little bit, how big was his spot?
My man, Makari, he did a tremendous job, man. We talk about the moment of truth, and I actually just talked to the offense about it. Combination of 2 weeks ago to this week, where hard work does not guarantee you success. Hard work increases your chance of having success in life. What determines whether you're going to be successful or not is what you do in that moment of truth. And I tell the offense all the time, I don't know when your moment's going to come. You guys who aren't playing a lot of snaps, you guys who aren't getting the amount of snaps, amount of targets you want to have, keep playing, keep going, keep fighting, keep running the right route, keep doing the right thing, keep practicing hard, because I don't know when your moment's going to show up. And when that moment shows up, you better be ready. Is it going to be your finest hour, or is it going to be something that you wish you would have prepared harder for? Okay, Makari works his tail off out there every single day. He goes to work everything. He's not right. He's not right all the time. Okay, but when his shot came, when his moment came, boy, he'd take advantage of it. I kind of wish he would have scored in that long run, but check engine light came on, man.
When you look at the issues you're having in the running back room in terms of injuries, you talk about next man up mentality. Just how big is that to not only have a veteran like Brandon Thomas when you need him, but
Mhm.
now you got this young guy who you can count on.
Yeah, it's something. And what I love about this group is they don't bat an eye at anything. You know, get the ball back with a minute and 20 left, and you got to go the distance down 4. They didn't bat an eye. Okay, we're playing with our preseason 4th and 5th running back in the room. No one's batting an eye. Everyone's just doing their job. Drop a pass in the end zone, come back, you catch the next one, you don't bat an eye. And that's what they're doing a great job of. So yes, it's the next man up, and that next man's a really good football player. The lack of experience is one thing. So, the other guys pick it up a little bit around him, but that next guy up has to take advantage of his opportunity, which McCarry is doing a phenomenal job of. Brandon did a phenomenal job of when he was healthy and playing. Everyone who's stepping up is doing that. So that's part of the season. You're not going to make it through the season healthy. Running back room right now is a little different than other years, but you're never going to make it through the room entirely healthy or the season entirely healthy. So you better have 4 or 5 guys ready to go.
How much has McCarry grown? Just like you look at where he was in the spring when he got here to where he is now.
Enormously, and that's a testament to Coach Marks. That's a testament to the kid to going to work and having that attitude of, he could have sat there in fall camp and saw Greg come in with us and saw us go out and get Rio, and saw BT in the room, and he could have said, well, I'm not going to play this year, and just hang out and not pay attention to meetings and not work hard in practice and chill out and then try and pick it up as the off-season approaches. And he didn't do that. He went to work from day one, and that's why he performed like he did on Saturday. Not because he woke up Saturday morning and felt great and had a good game, because of what he did 6 months prior, what he did 5 months prior, what he did 4 months prior, what he did when he wasn't in the game at practice, and watched those older guys or listened to Coach Marks in the meeting, when real life he could have sat there and said, why am I got 5 guys in front of me, why do I even bother have to listen to this meeting, But he did it, he went to work, and it paid off when the moment of truth showed up.
How do you was he even expecting to play on Saturday? I know there's a couple guys where he probably hasn't, but then.
Yeah, I mean, he right now he's practicing with the 1s and 2s. He has been practicing with the 1s and 2s. We get guys those reps for that reason. I mean, you're a chin strap or a broken shoelace away from playing when you're a true 3rd string guy. So he practiced with us. He was expecting to play and ready to take advantage of it if he had to.
Now, the 7 points in the first half, would you just attribute that to red zone efficiency?
Yeah, absolutely. We had the ball in there twice in the first half. We come out with points in that situation, which I got to do a better job of putting us in better situations. Of course, everything negative always falls on me. Everything positive is always going to fall on the players. So I got to do a better job in there. But we had the ball in the red zone 7 times and left 24 points on the board. So that's a big difference.
Obviously, the offensive line changed just a couple weeks ago. How have you created their performance?
I love what they're doing. They're doing a really good job. Early in the game, Charlotte got the best of us. We made the wrong protection check. That's on everybody on the field at that point, quarterback and O-line. We got beat on one, which is unacceptable, and then pretty decent coverage that we ended up getting a cover sack. So all 3 of them, I think, in the first 4 plays, quarterback got hit 3 times. That's unacceptable across the offense, not just the offensive line. Quarterback's responsible for that, running back's responsible for that, receivers are responsible to get open quicker, and everybody. So we can't start games like that. We've been pretty decent throughout the year on fast starts in the first drive of games, but we can't start a game like that. We got to do a better job of that.
But the adjustments were, I'm sure you're happy with the adjustments that were made in terms of that not to happen.
I was happy we came out in the second half and started running the ball, and to me that was a big part of it. My hat goes off to Charlotte. I thought they did a good job. They play physical, they play hard, they play tough, they do all that stuff we talked about pregame, and they did that. And they fought well. They did a good job. We fought longer, we fought harder, so we got the win at the end. But the adjustments at halftime of being able to run the ball and the ability to run the ball, and then again, like we say every week, once you run the ball like that, then all of a sudden, deep passes open up. We hit rock. We hit some deep passes, and to me that's part of a defense coordinator saying we got them. Oh shoot, they're running the ball. Let's move guys up. Now we take a shot on them. So, that's part of the chess match between me and the other guy over there. But I give credit to the players in coming out in the second half. Again, didn't bat an eye at negative stuff that went on in the first half and went back to work.
When you guys make personnel changes on the O-line like you did, how important is it to have a guy like Xavier that you can put at different positions when you want to change?
Yeah, that's everything. That's everything to have a guy that can move around. And Coach Myers does a tremendous job in practice, especially spring and fall camp, of everyone plays a different position. So, I mean, aside from the center, Trent was banged up in the off season, but fall camp he was a center. Played a little bit of guard. Jonah played all 5 positions. Keydrell moved inside for a little bit. Chrissy played different positions. X plays every single position. Plus, so that's a big part of moving guys around and practicing that way in fall camp and spring ball, so that you can always put your 5 best players on the field.
And Breland, another young guy that you guys put on the field, how do you like him the way
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Doing a good job. He's a young kid out there who's learning on the go, as all young kids do. Are you ready to be a starter? You feel great about saying yes until you go in there and you're actually a starter and playing against some dudes on Saturday afternoon. He's doing a tremendous job. He's not playing perfect football, but none of us are. But he's doing a tremendous job there. You can just see him getting better every single week. He has a bright, bright future.